Hare Krishna devotees. So we'll start Srimad Bhagavatam session. We're having short kirtan. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodhanandana Braja Janaranjana Yashodhanandana Braja Janaranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamuthirayet Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavatiruttamashloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki. We are reading from Canto 1, Chapter 13 and Text 8. So, Sloka goes like this. Yudhishthira Uvacha Api Smaratano Yasmat Paksha Ichchaya Samedithan Vipad Ghanat Vishagnyat He Mochitayat Sa Matrakaha. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation. Maharaj Parikshit Maharaj Yudhishthira said, "My uncle, do you remember how you always protected us along with our mother from all sorts of calamities? Your partiality, like the wing of a bird, saved us from poisoning and our son." Purport is quite big, so we'll go through line by line. Om Ajnana-timirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthabitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadha Mahyam Tadhatishva Padhantikam Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin iti namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavati Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivashadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So Hare Krishna, devotees. So here one more beautiful sloka we just read wonderfully. It was narrated. It's about Yudhishthira Maharaj recalling or remembering what Yudhira Vidura is did for the whole his brothers and mother. So this discussion is from the topic of Yudhishthira quits home. So yeah. So the what we can hear churn here is Maharaj Yudhishthira is just welcoming Vidura. So Vidura here it is mentioned Vidura Mahatma. So the great soul. So yesterday was Mahatma Gandhi's birthday. So so the people call Gandhi as Mahatma, but Shastra says the definition of Mahatma and there is a personality of Mahatma that is Vidura. So Vidura in whole Mahabharata, see this whole Bhagavatam is this especially this chapters all related to Mahabharata. So Mahabharata it's from our Idigas. Idigas means it's a history. Our Puran. Puran means the recorded version of history. It is not myth, first of all. It is not at all myth. That one should understand very clearly. So if you're thinking that it is all stories only, this author is trying to give some information through stories and all it's byproduct only. It's actually the real history. If you want to know the real definition and characteristics of Mahatma, you can read the history of Vidura. So that's what we can learn from this. And Yudhishthira Maharaj is another Mahatma, just remembering the things which his uncle, means his father's brother, did for his family. Because Mahatma, how one can become Mahatma, when he has the humility, humbleness, and gratitude towards everyone, whether he is from that community, he's from a very low level fellow. It's not like that. Everyone is Jivatma, fallen conditioned soul. Everyone we should show some humility. We should show some uh, respect to all the living beings. That is called Mahatma nature. Here, our king Vidura is such a soul, is such a personality. So we should understand all these things from this text of Mahabharata, which is mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam is not simply telling about Mahabharata history alone. Srimad Bhagavatam is such a Purana. Purana again, it's history. Bhagavata Purana, it's again history. It's not history of one kalpa, one yuga. This history is about many kalpas, many yugas. That kalpas, that yuga, what happened? Like that. There is no chronological order for Srimad Bhagavatam. So it is completely Puranam. It's very old history of us. So that's what once our Srila Prabhupada and Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur also quoted. And when this whole world is destroyed, one thing he wants to give to your future generation, what is that? Okay, the question came. So that time, simply Srimad Bhagavatam is enough for the for knowing all complete history of the ancient Indians, ancient Bharatavarsha people. So like that, it's a glorious text and glorious history because it gives all the rasas. It gives all the rasas, and the ultimate rasa is bhakti rasa. So bhakti rasa also it giving. That's what here we are discussing about Yudhishthira Maharaj, and we are discussing about Vidur Mahatma. So here the two personalities are speaking after for the long travel from Badrikashram. Vidura was taking rest and he came for the royal welcome he received from Yudhishthira Maharaj. And after his rest, he came into the palace arena and he sat with Yudhishthira Maharaj. Now Yudhishthira Maharaj is speaking. So that's what we should understand. The two people speaking, the two great people are speaking means you just be as a witness, you will get benefited, you will be purified, you will be transformed. So it is not like that where I have to tell my own points, I have to speak my own things. No, it is not necessary all the time. When you just become very humble with a very humility, you sit in front of the great soul who are conversing together about things. Anyway, great soul will not speak all mundane stuffs. Okay, so they speaking the wishing things only for the complete whole other people. So here, what Yudhishthira Maharaj is establishing that the gratitude towards Vidur. It's not only about my brother's father's brother, my uncle, Chikkanana, Chittappa, what you call in other language, I don't know. So it is not only about that. He is just addressing the personality. He is addressing the personality who is always stood for dharma. Since he was with the Dhritarashtra, he was with the Kauravas, he showed his partiality to Pandavas because Pandavas are following dharmic way, but these Kauravas are trying to deviate from the dharmic way and doing all adharmic things. So this whole purport Prabhupada is talking about the politics, the partiality. Actually, is actually it shows that the fair partiality. Prabhupada is saying fair partiality of Vidura Mahatma towards Pandavas. So it is not, you can understand the psychology of Yudhishthira Maharaj and Vidura as well as Prabhupada mood to project Vidura Mahatma in front of us. It is not normal thing at all. And he just remember, Yudhishthira Maharaj just remember that your partiality like the wings of bird saved from the poisoning and arson. Arson means somebody is lightening the whole place. That's called arson. That fire. He made fire. So you know that what the story is in Mahabharata. So this Puroshana, they this our Dhritarashtra and Kauravas, Duryodhan, they planned to make with the help of with the idea of Sakuni, they made the wax house. So with that, what they did, they create one palace. They told you go and stay there. And this idea, Vidur Mahatma knows. So what they did, they arranged one tunnel by the help of the constructor architecture. They made one tunnel to escape from the palace when something goes wrong, because they definitely not giving this palace for living peacefully. Always they torturing Pandavas. So to vanquish the whole Pandava dynasty and keep his own Kaurava, the 100 sons of the Dhritarashtra, Uh, he so crookedly he planned with the help of Sakuni, Duryodhana, and Puroshana. They made this palace and they made our Panchapandavas with Kunti. They went and stayed. Within 14 days, the Amavasya day, it's so dark, no? That time, the planning is he go and light the whole palace, so that with the palace they can also become burn and die. And what our Vidur Mahatma expected is this only, and this they did actually. So what happened by escaping this Pandavas? He arranged the tunnel inside the palace, and he arranged some of 6 dead bodies also. Some innocent people's body they kept, and it burned instead of Pandavas. So after this whole wax palace is fired up, they got the 6 body, 5 male body and 1 female body. It's Panchapandavas and Kunti. Dhritarashtra Maharaj is very happily did all the Antyam Samskar because they died. Appadi, now my son can rule this whole Bharatavarsha. This much vengeance they had inside. So you should see where is Krishna's hand in this. We are talking about Srimad Bhagavatam, and where is Krishna here? It's all completely Mahabharata story you are telling. Yes, because where the Dharma is followed, there definitely Krishna is there. Vidura is the great devotee of Krishna, and Pandavas are great devotees of Krishna. And Kunti Maharani, anyway, we just read about Kunti's prayer some 3 months back, 4 months back. So this all you see when you follow dharmic way, that actually so the pious people is always wish to follow rules and regulation. They don't think crooked way. They don't think in the different way to shortcut we can go ahead. So actually, it won't happen for pious people. Pious people is meant for following rules and regulations. So and Prabhupada in one place he said, rules and regulations for fools, principle is for devotees. So it's very wonderful. I just when I heard this from Prabhupada, I got shocked because all the time Prabhupada says follow rules and regulations, follow rules and regulations. But this word, it's really this thing. When you go and carefully watch why Prabhupada said like this, you will got mesmerized because principle voluntarily followed by pious people. But rules and regulation to regulate you to follow the principle. Since we are not up to the mark, we are not qualified to follow the principle of dharma, following principle of bhakti, we need some rules and regulation. But Prabhupada clearly said rules and regulations for fools means we are all fools. We are all fools, so that only we have to follow rules and regulation. Since we are not yet got the Raganuga Bhakti, we are in Sadhana Bhakti level only. Sadhana means rules and regulation. So we should gain that by rules and regulation, following rules and regulation. At the same time, we should not miss the ultimate goal to get Raganuga Bhakti. We should not stuck by following rules and regulations itself. Rules and regulation is helps you to upgrade yourself to touch Ragana Bhakti. So these kings, the piously dharmic people like Pandavas, Vidura, they are in that level. They are crossing this by using following rules and regulation. They didn't do any wrong to the Kauravas till date, but their Kauravas continuously, constantly making some disturbance to the Pandavas. And you see, since they are all devotees, somehow Krishna is arranging. Krishna is like Sutre Manigana Iva. The backside thread is Krishna only. Because these dharmic people should rule the world in future. So Vidura is a devotee, is pushing Vidura, you just do this. Everything backside it's happening. the reason for all reasons, Sarva Karana Karanam, the cause of all causes, Krishna, he is working behind this whole situation. Since that is not the arena for Krishna now here, but since they are all so pious, since they are all so dharmic, he is the Krishna Bhakti drives them. That's what when you pious, when you are sattvic by nature, you will grasp Krishna consciousness very easily. That's what this sattvic platform is actually very helpful to practice Krishna consciousness. Attaining sattvic platform is not the goal actually. Attaining Suddha Sattva is the real goal. That's what Brahma Samhita is telling. Krishna's another name is called Suddha Sattva. Krishna's another name is Suddha Sattva. So to attaining that Shuddha Sattva is our goal. It's not attaining being in the Sattvic platform is not our goal actually saying. So here we can say this all people are so pious since whatever the calamities come made by this Duryodhana, headed by Duryodhana, by Dhritarashtra and Kauravas, they're just trying to defend themselves and leaving this calamity only. They are not fight against them. They are not reacting. They are just responding. So Maharaj is many times I usually say, His Holiness Bhaktivinoda Maharaj, that don't react too much. Don't react too much. Whenever the problem comes, we go and stand in front of him and we say, this devotee happened, this thing, this is not working properly, and this is the difficulty we are facing and all. First, don't react too much. You respond in a way that the things should go on, things should move on. For that, what you do, you do. Don't react and make it as an issue and get it into the big picture of this. Then you forget the goal actually. So, first, you be in the present. Don't think too much. Please respond for the action and go ahead, move further. Don't stuck there only by reacting. Like that, Maharaj says. These are all very golden words in my heart. It's always there. So, like that, here also we see that Yudhishthira Maharaj and Pancha Pandavas and help of uh, either means here Vidura and he got help from Bhishma Dev. Like that, there are many pious souls helping these devotees. So that's what we are also trying to be a sattvic platform, pious, so that the Krishna conscious we can easily practice. But you cannot practice Krishna consciousness in a tamasic mode or rajasic mode. It's very difficult. Tamasic mode is not at all possible. It's very, very difficult. Rajasic is okay because it helps both the way, 50-50 chances. But Sattvic platform is feasible to practice Krishna consciousness. So here all our personalities, whom we are discussing here, they're all pious people. They're all very nice people. They are practicing Krishna consciousness. They accept Krishna, Supreme Personality of Godhead, and they are towards dharmic way to lead their life. We should not do all adharmic activities being in Krishna consciousness. Like I saw some people who are doing ghore trade mode. This do share market, that stock. It is core to the core they do. How can I get this money? So they're not this thing. What we are discussing is they're little different, deviated from what we discussing here. So this we have to think all these things. Whether this is I'm too much rajasic to get this done to be done or this thing. Whether I'm forgetting when I'm doing all these things, all needs to be checked. If it is not checked by you, it's checked by Maya. Maya will play. Will give big slap. Then we will understand. Then the what I'm doing, I'm already deviated. That's what when I saw some Gurukul boys in some of the ISKCON center, they initially, the very young age, they get all the knowledge and they develop the skill. And once they become this thing, become growing, they develop prides because I know all these things now, a very young age itself, and they won't respect devotees. They won't this thing treat others as equal. They just walk like with a big pride. Finally, they will fall. Those children now, it is not there in Krishna consciousness now. They are not in ISKCON now. These are all the things we should be very, what is a checkpoint for us. Whether I am developing pride, whether I am envious. That's what when Prabhupada is saying in one of the letter. See, there is big intoxication than the real alcohol, whatever is getting designation. This post, the role in some position is the most intoxicated thing in this material world. You will not get this intoxication by drinking alcohol. It's more than that, this position, the post, role, the designation. People are so into that. When I get this post, when I get this thing, so that I can respect by everyone and all. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu completely 360 degree, 180 degree opposite. He's telling Amanena Manadena. You should respect everyone, don't expect respect. So this is the mood we should develop. So here these people are not respecting Panchapandavas. So what happened? Vidhur is helping. He is understanding Panchapandava's situation. He is helping them. So the whole narration is about how Vidura is helping this all the young widow and the five minor children. Young widow is mentioned as Kunti Maharani, and five children are Panchapandavas, and how this problem created by Dhritarashtra and Duryodhana and Sakuni, how they are escaped from all this politics. So that's what here it's mentioned partiality. Actually, you should be partial to devotees. It is very necessary. It's not necessary to all the time as a secular. No, everyone equal. Everything is equal. All religions is same. It's not necessary. Since you know this is the best, why don't be partial for to the best, which are really helps you? Correct. But we are not into that mood. We are always saying that in the name of secularism, we are forgetting the important or best thing. So here Vidur Maharaj, since even he they with Kauravas, he is partial towards Pandavas only. He is with them only all the time because he knows these people are dharmic people. So this same mode we also have to cultivate. That's what it's called partial politics. Here, here the Prabhupada mentioning is a palace politics. So Vidura did the palace politics because they did wax palace, but in that he made tunnel. He arranged tunnel to escape this Panchapandavas. So this is politics. This is good politics actually. So you should understand all these things. There are many things I can derive, but since time is very less, I'll stop here. And you should understand Vidura's the Mahatma nature. Mahatma is the personality who always humble, who is always in humility and always gratitude to all the living beings. And he is very particularly partial to the devotees, not the poor people. But the we made definition of Mahatma means helping everyone, helping the poor. He is Mahatma. No, actually, Mahatma means one who has gratitude towards all living beings. Okay, thank you very much. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. If you have any questions,